Recognizing the equation and important characteristics of the different types of conic sections, Part 2. Identify the type of conics of the following general form of the equation. Transform them into standard form. Determine also the orientation if the equation represents a type of conics. For number 1, x squared plus y squared minus 18y minus 19 is equal to 0. Based on the given general form, mapansin natin na yung x and y ay both squared. Yan, pareho naka-squared. And pareho sila ng coefficient which is 1. So therefore, ito ay isang circle. And ito-transform naman natin siya into standard form. Check natin kung susundin niya ba yung standard form ng circle. So first is, group natin yung x and y. X squared minus, so since walang ka-group yung x squared, so x squared lang yan. And then yung y's group, so y squared minus 18y. Transpose natin itong 19 sa kabilang side. Magiging positive 19. Bring down natin itong x squared. And then, yung completing the square method, yung coefficient ng middle term is divide natin by 2 and then squared natin. So, magiging 9 squared which is equal to 81. So, plus y squared minus 18y plus 81 is equal to 19 plus 81. Kung anong dinagdag natin dito, i-add din natin siya sa kabilang side. Baba lang natin itong x squared and then square root of y squared is y. Square root of 81 is 9. And then, follow the sign of the middle term which is negative. Then, squared is equal to 100. So, tama naman. Nasa standard form siya nung circle natin which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So, tama naman. 0 lang yung h natin. So, ang h and k natin, yung center, is at 0 and positive 9. For number 3, negative 5x squared plus 6x plus 7y squared plus 84y plus 72 is equal to 0. So, una, i-group natin yung x and y's group. So, negative 5x. So, 7y muna tayo. 7y squared plus 84y minus 5x squared plus 60x is equal to negative 72. Lipat lang natin sa kabila. Dito sa y's group, labas lang natin itong 7 na to. 84 divided by 7 is 12. Dito sa kabila is labas natin yung 5. 60 divided by 5 is 12 then. Equal to negative 72. Then, completing the square method ulit. Y squared plus 12y. So, divide lang natin yung coefficient ng middle term. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Then, 6 squared is 36. Minus 5 times x squared plus 12x. So, plus 36 din to. Is equal to negative 72. So, kung ano yung in-add natin dito, multiply natin to by 7. So, 7 times 36 is positive 252. And then, 36 times 5 is negative 180. So, magiging 7 times y squared. Square root ng y squared is y. Plus 6 squared minus 5 times x plus 6 squared is equal to negative 72 plus 252 is positive 180. Then, 180 minus 180 is 0. So, mapapansin nyo, nag-0 siya. So, multiply natin both side by 1 over 35. So, 7 over 35 is y plus 6 squared over 5 minus x plus 6 squared. So, 5 over 35 is 1 over 7 is equal to 0 times 1 over 35 is 0. So, kapag ganito, at nag-0 siya, kung naalala nyo yung formula na y minus k squared over a squared minus x minus h squared over b squared is equal to 1. So, ito diba ay formula or standard form ng hyperbola. Dahil negative yan, so ito ay hyperbola. So, pag positive, ellipse yun. And mapapansin nyo to, nasunod niya itong form na to. Ang pinagkaiba lang is yung nag-0 to, imbes na 1. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay isang two intersecting lines. Or, ito yung tinatawag na degenerate hyperbola. Kung maalala nyo dun sa lesson 1 natin, Introduction to Conic Sections, nabanggit dun yung difference ng degenerate and non-degenerate conic sections. Yung degenerate conic sections, yun yung point, katumbas ng circle or ellipse dun sa non-degenerate conics. And then, yung lines, yung katumbas ng parabola dun sa non-degenerate conics. And yung two intersecting lines, itong two intersecting lines, ang katumbas niya sa non-degenerate conic sections ay yung hyperbola. Pag napansin nyo na para siyang standard form ng hyperbola, and nag-0 siya, ibig sabihin is siyang degenerate hyperbola. For number 4, negative 144x squared minus 1,152x plus 25y squared minus 150y minus 5,679 is equal to 0. So, una, group natin yung x and y's. So, 25y squared minus 150y minus 144x plus 1,152x is equal to, lipat sa kabila, 5,679. And then, factor natin sila. So, ilabas natin itong 25y squared minus 150 divided by 25 is 6y. And then, yung completing the square method. So, negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. Then, negative 3 squared is positive 9. Then, minus, labas na natin itong 144 plus 1,152 divided by 144 is equals to 8. And then, yung third term, negative or positive 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Then, 4 squared is 16. Is equal to 1,679. And then, yung i-add natin, so, positive 9 times 25 is 225. 16 times 144, so minus 2,304. Perfect square binomial. Square root of y squared is y. Square root ng 9 is 3. Then, follow the sign of the middle term. So, negative squared minus 144 times square root ng x squared. Square root ng 16 ay 4. Then, positive. Simplify lang natin to. 3,600. And then, divide lang by 3,600 para maging 1 to. Then, 3,600. 3,600. So, 25 divided by 36 is equal to 1 over 144. 25 divided by 3,600 is 144. minus 144 divided by 3,600 is equal to 25. Then, copy lang natin yung x plus 4 squared is equal to 1. So, ito na yung ating standard form. And kung mapapansin nyo, negative yung sign nito, ibig sabihin ito ay isang hyperbola. And ano yung kanyang orientation? So, mapapansin nyo, positive itong y minus 3 squared. Ibig sabihin, ito ay vertically oriented. For number 5, 9x squared minus 72x minus 16y squared minus 128y minus 256 is equal to 0. Again, based dun sa ating part 1, recognizing conic sections given the general form of the equation, kapag ang x and y are both naka-squared, and then magkaiba sila ng coefficient, and magkaiba rin sila ng sign, so ito ay positive, ito naman ay negative. So, therefore, ito ay isang letter D, hyperbola. Tatransform naman natin ito into standard form by first grouping the x and y's. So, 9x squared minus 72x minus 16y squared plus 128y is equal to, so transform ito sa kabila. So, 256. Factor lang natin itong x and y's. So, labas natin itong 9. X squared. And then, 72 divided by 9 is equals to 8. Then, labas na natin itong 16. Y squared. 128 divided by 16 is equal to 8. Y. Then, yung completing the square method, x squared minus 8x. So, 8 divided by 2 is equal to negative 4. Then, 4 squared is positive 16. Or minus 16y plus 8y. So, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Then, 4 squared is 16. Is equal to 256. And then, yung inad natin dito, multiply by 9. So, 16 divided by, or 16 times 9 is equal to positive 144. And then, negative 16 times 16 is negative 256. Maging 9. Square root ng x squared is x. And then, square root ng 4 is, or 16 is 4. Follow the sign of the middle term. Then, squared minus 16. So, ito dapat ay y squared. So, square root ng y squared is y plus 4. Square root ng 16, which is 4, is equal to, so, positive 256 minus 256 is equal to 0. And then, matitira is 144. And then, divide natin both sides by 144. 144 and 144. So, magiging x minus 4 squared over 16. So, 9 over 144 is 1 over 16. And then, minus y plus 4 squared is equal to, or 16 over 144 is equal to 1 over 9. Is equal to 1. So, nasa standard form na siya no hyperbola. So, negative tong sign niya. And then, 1 to. So, isa siyang hyperbola. And since yung positive natin yan na numerator or yung naunang numerator is x minus 4 squared, ang orientation ng hyperbola na ito ay horizontal. For number 6, 3x squared minus 12x plus 4y squared minus 8y plus 16 is equal to 0. So, group lang natin ulit. 3x squared minus 12x plus 4y minus 8y is equal to negative 16. Then, factor out lang natin sa 3. X squared. 12 divided by 3 is negative 4x. And then, yung completing the square. So, negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Then, 2 squared is positive 4. Plus 4. Labas natin itong 4. Y squared minus 8 divided by 4 is 2. And then, completing the square, yung third term, negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. Then, negative 1 squared is positive 1. Is equal to negative 16 plus yung 4 times 3. So, positive 12. And then, yung 1 times 4 is plus 4. Baba lang natin yung 3. Then, yung transform natin to into perfect square binomial. Square root ng x squared is x. Then, square root ng 4 is 2. Then, follow the sign of the middle term. Squared plus 4. Square root ng y squared is y. Square root ng 1 is 1 minus squared is equal to. So, 12 plus 4 is 16. So, negative 16 plus 16 is equal to 0. So, again, nag-0 siya. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay isang degenerate conic sections. So, ito ay isa doon sa maaaring point or two intersecting lines or lines. So, ano muna natin siya para maging standard form. So, 1 over 12 magiging x minus 2 squared over 4 plus y minus 1 squared over 3 is equal to 0. Kung maalala nyo, yung standard form na x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. So, ito ay ellipse, di ba? Dahil itong sign ay positive. So, ito ay parang ellipse. Pero, pinagkaiba nila is 1, itong nasa standard form na to, and yung dito ay 0. So, kapag nag-0 or nag-equate siya into 0, ibig sabihin ito ay degenerate conic sections. And di ba yung katumbas ng ellipse sa degenerate conic sections ay yung point? So, ibig sabihin ito ay point. So, letter E, point. So, yung point niya, yung ordered pair, 2 and 1. For number 7, 16x squared minus 96x minus 9y squared plus 18y plus 135 is equal to 0. So, again, group lang natin 16x squared minus 96x minus 9y squared plus 18y is equal to, lipat lang natin to, negative 135. Then, factor out lang natin to. So, 96x yan. So, labas natin yung 16. X squared, 96 divided by 16. 6x minus 9. Labas natin yung 9. Then, y squared plus 18 divided by 9 is 2y. Is equal to negative 135. Then, yung completing the square, x squared minus 6x. 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. Then, squared is positive 9. Minus 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 1 squared is 1. So, 9 times 16 is positive 144. And then, negative 9 times 1 is negative 9. Transform lang natin into perfect square binomial. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 9 is 3. Then, negative squared minus 9. Then, square root of y squared is y. Then, square root of 1 is 1. Then, positive yung sign. Squared is So, negative 135 plus 144 minus 9 is equal to 0 yan. So, again, kapag ganito, kapag nag-0, ito ay degenerate conic sections. Multiply natin both side by 1 over 44. 144. So, magiging 16 over 144 is 1 over 9. So, magiging x minus 3 squared over 9 minus 9 over 144 is 1 over 16. So, y plus 1 squared is equal to 0. So, nag-0 siya. So, isa siyang degenerate conic sections and negative yung sign. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay degenerate hyperbola or known as two intersecting lines. And horizontal siya dahil positive yung x minus 3. For number 8, x squared minus 2x plus 4y squared minus 24y plus 33 is equal to 0. Again, grouping the x and y's. Minus 24y is equal to negative 33. So, x squared minus 2x plus yung third term which is 1 plus, so ilabas lang natin itong 4. Magiging 4y squared minus 6y. And then, yung third term, so negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. Then, 3 squared is positive 9. Is equal to negative 33. So, i-add lang natin yung in-add natin dito, plus 1. So, 4 times 9 is positive 36. Then, transform natin into perfect square binomial. Square root of x squared is equal to x. Square root of 1 is 1. And then, negative yung sign. Plus 4 times square root of y squared is y. Square root ng 9 is 3. And then, follow the sign. Square root is equal to, so 36 plus 1 is 37. Minus 33 is equal to 4. So, divide both sides by 4. So, magiging x minus 1 squared over 4. Then, makancel out na to. Plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 1. So, kapag ganito, so positive to, so therefore, ito ay isang ellipse. And yung kanyang orientation, ang denominator ng x minus 1 squared is 4. And then, yung denominator ng y minus 3 squared is over 1. So, yun yung mas malaki. So, yung denominator ng x minus 1 squared. So, therefore, ito ay horizontally oriented. So, again, sa part 1 natin, so, pareho na naka-square yung x and y. And then, pareho din sila ng numerical coefficient which is 1. So, therefore, ito ay letter A, circle. So, transform natin into standard form. So, x squared minus 2x. So, then yung third term which is 1 plus y squared minus 6y. So, negative 6 divided by 2 is 3. Negative 3 squared is positive 9. Is equal to negative 6. Then, mag-a-add tayo kung ano yung in-add natin dito. So, plus 1 and then plus 1 plus 9. Then, gawin natin perfect square binomial. X minus 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5 plus 9 is positive 4. So, tama naman. Ito yung standard equation ng circle. yung x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. For number 10, 2x squared plus 2y squared minus 20x minus 4y minus 20 is equal to 0. And again, sa ating part 1, kapag pareho nag-squared yung x and y, and then pareho rin sila ng sign and numerical coefficient, so parehong 2, parehong positive, so ibig sabihin ito ay isang circle. And then transform lang natin into standard form by grouping the x and y's. 2x squared minus 20x plus 2y squared minus 4y is equal to positive 20. So, lipat sa kabila. Then, labas na natin itong 2x squared minus 10x. And then, yung third term by completing the square. So, negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. And then, 5 squared is positive 25. Plus, yung lalabas din natin itong 2. 4 divided by 2 is negative 2 din. And then, yung third term, so negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. Then, 1 squared is positive 1 is equal to 20. And then, yung inad natin dito, so 2 times 25 is plus 50. 2 times 1 is 2. And gawin natin siya perfect square binomial. So, x minus 5 squared plus 2 times y minus 1 squared is equal to 72. So, divide natin both sides by 72. So, magiging x minus 5 squared. So, 2 over 72 is 36 plus y minus 1 squared over 2 over 72 is 1 over 36 then is equal to 1. So, ano napansin nyo? So, para siyang ellipse dahil positive and negative, positive 1 naman yung equivalent niya. Diba sabi natin kanina, ito ay circle. Diba? Circle. Based dun sa pag-determine natin by the general form. But, kung mapapansin natin, yung a squared niya and then yung b squared ay parehong 36. Yung major axis ay kapantay nung minor axis. So, ibig sabihin, ito nga ay talagang circle. So, dito napatunayan na yung circle ay isang special type ng ellipse. Dahil, ito ay parang ellipse na mayroong equal na value or length nung major axis and minor axis. Para maging standard form siya ng circle, so divide lang natin ito by 2. And then 2. Cancel out na yan pareho. So, magiging x minus 5 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to 36. So, ayan, nasa standard form na siya ng circle.